guys, I just wanted to really quick share with you, in case you haven't used it, a tool on Schoology that will make life a lot easier both on the student and teacher end, which is using the student progress check. This is a really good way for students to know if they completed the activities for the week and if you're doing grading by participation in order to make that happen a little bit more smoothly. So if I go into my Spanish 2s, for example, and I go down to this week, which is the 20th to the 24th, and then I have it by lesson here, lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. I go into each lesson, and in order to make sure that I know what students have completed and that students know what they have completed, I do what is the student completion. So student completion, when I click on this little check, you go to options, and then student completion. And then it will come up with this little window here where it asks you to add requirements. The requirements are anything in that folder. You can decide whether or not it is worth a completion grade. Now, it's not going to give them a grade, but it will show the percentage of the folder done. My general rule of thumb is you need a 100% completion on a folder to get the points for that week. So if I go to add requirement, it will start listing all of the things that I have in my folder, and it'll ask if the member, which is the student, must do one of the following. Most of the time it'll just say view the item. And if you hit view the item, that means that it will give them a percentage completion if they view whatever that link is. Another one, I have assessments on here. So if I go to the practices, it will say instead of must view the item, I can say they must make a submission. So they have to make that submission to get that 100% on the folder. As I go down, I just go through all of the parts of my folder and designate whether I want them to view the item or make a submission. Especially for quizzes, it's good for them to know that they must make the submission. And then I also like my kiddos to read, so I'll say view the item. And then when I hit save changes, now what will happen is if I go to student progress and click on this, it tells me the percentage that each student has done for the week on that folder. So it's nice for us because we can see. It's also great for them because they get a green check mark when they are finished. They also can see their percentage on each folder. You can do that with all the lessons within your folder. It does take a little bit of time to go through and check off what you want them to complete, but in the end, it is very, very helpful for grading purposes. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope you guys are all well. Other than that, adios.